guys, welcome to Smooth's Workshop. Terry here. Right, in one of my What's in the Pipeline updates, I discussed I would do a quick video and show you how to decant some of the Tamiya colour paints so that you can use them with an airbrush. I've got some from the dregs of a tin that I've kept in, it was about 6 months ago, that I put in a little empty Tamiya pot, and it's white, the TS pure white, and it's kept well. So shelf life, I tend to decant it as I need it, but that's just some I decanted from the end of a can. Before I had my airbrush, I used to use these to actually spray my models. So what I'm going to show you today is an easy way of degassing them, getting them into a pot, and then once they're all decast and in the pot, then you can just put them in an airbrush like a normal cellulose paint. And these are cellulose based, or for my American friends, lacquer based paints. So what you'll need is, you will need an ordinary drinking straw, like so, and just cut the wee crinkly bit off. Okay, so you'll need a drinking straw, some white tack. You will need a receptacle to spray into. Now this is just a clean glass. It used to be one of those scented candle things. Obviously the candle's all burnt away, so it's all been cleaned out. That gives me something nice to spray into that I can stir the paint about and degas it, because when it comes out it is very cold and it's very fizzy, and you can't put fizzy paint through an airbrush. It just explodes everywhere. I've seen a lot of people spraying it directly into the pots and putting the lid on and leaving it, and then the lid blows up and comes off the top of it. So you've got to degas these first. So you'll obviously need your paint. That's the dreg end of a can there. I've got a new can there. So I've got my paint. I've got some cellulose thinners to clean up any mishaps. I would recommend that you use a respirator and you do it get my teeth in an extraction booth. I'll be doing it in an extraction booth. I'm not going to bother with the respirator because I'm only going to be doing a little bit. You'll need something to agitate the paint. I've got a little Tamiya paint stirrer. Once you get it into the glass, and an empty paint pot. So we cut the crinkly bit off the straw and take a can, and what you'll find is that bit of the straw fits perfectly over that little nozzle there. Right, okay, there's a bit of a gap, so we need to seal that. We don't want paint spraying out everywhere, and that's where the white tack comes in. So I'll just roll this into a nice little sausage, and I shall place this around the straw like it's here, and place the straw up against the opening of the can, and then blue tack it in place, just to give me an air seal between the straw and this squirty nozzle. And then it's as simple as, obviously once you've rattled your paint up, you spray. There might not be enough left in this one actually. You spray down the straw, and all the paint that's left in the bottom comes out. Now the straw allows all the gas to escape from the paint, so I don't think there's much left in this one. And I'm only getting a few millilitres out, but when you think about it, these little Tamiya paint pots you get, they're only about 10 mil anyway. So that's the last dregs of that can. I didn't really get much out of it. So that's that. But I will need more paint than that. So I simply take off my straw, clean up the crap, and I'll bung that. Just dry this paint off. You should really wear gloves, but doing a bit of this off camera. So that's that finished, and I'll put it onto a nice new one. Same again, straw up against it, seal it all off. Right, clean it up first. I thought there would be more in that spare can than there was, so I'm going to do the fresh can. So there's a fresh can, another bit of blue tack, white tack, white tack doesn't have the oils in it. Right, okay, round the top of the straw. Hopefully this is on camera. Straw onto the end of the nozzle. Seal it off. I'm dripping paint everywhere here because I'm just trying to be quick. Okay, I'll wipe this off my mat. My nice new mat. Okay, and simply, you might see it better now. I'll get my fingers this way. It allows the air to come past when you're using the straw, and it just trickles out. So take out the required amount that you think you'll need. Okay. Because you don't need a lot in an airbrush. When you use the cans, it tends to waste a lot of paint because it goes on quite thick and you get a lot of overspray. So what we end up with here, I'll just put this across my booth, is the pure paint. But it has gas in it, and you might see it when I start to stir it up. Oh, perfect, right. Can you see those bubbles there? It's all fizzing up. Hopefully you're making that out. You don't want the gas in amongst your paint. That'll just cause you problems. So you've got to degas it first. So just a nice clean container, stir it, let all the gas out. It's actually quite hard to totally degas, but good start. As I say, this isn't one of my best glasses or anything. It used to just have a candle in it. Get the gas out, just give it a good stir. There's quite a few mil there actually. All the gas is out. So if you put that in a container now, it's not going to blow the lid off, but you do need to put it in an airtight container. So there's some lovely clean TS 26 pure white gloss paint. And I'll just get myself a wee, so I don't make too much mess of my mat. I was going to do it in the spray booth, but it smells actually not bad at all. Okay, and then I take my wee pot. You still will get a wee bit of pressure building up. You'll never get rid of totally all the gas. But there we go. I can just pour that now into my container. Now I've nearly got a full one there. That's where if you want to reuse the glass, obviously you use cellulose thinners or whatever to clean up. I'm going to do just a wee touch more. So, and the straw, as I say, lets the gas escape and the paint just drips out the bottom. Hopefully you're catching that on camera. Giving me a nice few millilitres of white paint, and let's see if we can show you this fizzing up again when I stir it up. And what you do, because it's been pressurised in the aerosol form, you get the propellant dissolved in the paint. If you were just to pour that into your container, it would just build up pressure and eventually blow the lid off. So just give it a stir, get all that propellant gas out. And there's actually not too much smell in here. I'm not, as I say, I'm not bothering my gloves or anything, or respirators or that, but I have got the window open and I can switch the extractor fan on in a bit. Just get rid of that gas. Clean my stirry stick. And then decant that paint into my container. It's still fizzing up slightly. Okay, so that's me got a full 10mm pot of that. That'll be more than enough for the RZ250 that I'm doing. You can, if you want, get involved in cleaning all your glass up and taking all the paint off and all that, or just use it for that one colour, but I've got loads of these. So you would take the worst of it off, obviously, with some kitchen roll. You can tell I'm a bit rusty at making these videos, but anyway. Again, if you've got gloves on, it makes it easier. Take the worst of it off. Like as you so. I've left the lid off that just in case there's any gas in it just now. It's slightly off camera, but the wee pot down there, I'm still leaving the lid off it just now because I'm going to do another wee quick stir. Alright, so that's me wiped all that off. It's already drying in the glass. And all you would need to do to clean that out further, this is when you're probably better with gloves on, would be a wee splash of cellulose thinners if you want to reuse that glass again. And an oldie paintbrush, and just clean your glass down. You know, but these things are 10 a penny. If you've got a woman who likes her scented candles, don't throw out the glasses. Glass is always a better container to put it in. Give your glass a wee wipey out. See me give my brush a wee clean at the same time. And see there was blue on that brush at one point. It's just an old scabby brush. Might not be so scabby after the clean. And kitchen roll. So one thing I'll go through absolutely tons of is kitchen roll, but it's very inexpensive these days. So if you want to reuse that glass again, that's your cellulose thinners in there. Just get a good wee Scottish word, a wee dicht out. Okay, get all that off there. And my clean bit. Do it quickly, obviously, to not allow the paint to dry again. There you go, and that glass is ready to be used again for decanting. So you can reuse them. I've got that many of them, I probably wouldn't bother cleaning them out. Right, so the pot of paint that's here, you may still get some fizzing. So just give it a gentle stir to get it all together. And there I've got a good, probably 12mm actually, 10 to 12mm of cellulose TS26 pure white paint, degassed, in the jar. Clean my wee stir up, there we go. In the jar, airtight lid. As I say, the stuff that was previously in there, it's been in there for 6 months. That's me got a full jar now. And I'll be able to put that straight through my airbrush now, and paint my model. So there you go, that is how you degass Tamiya's rattle tins. Now, I'm feeling the weight of that. That's the empty one, sorry. This is the one that I've just taken about 10mm out of. Now it says it contains 100mm net volume. Now I think these are about £6 odds a tin, and it still feels as if it's almost a full tin, and I've got, you know, a 10mm bottle in there. I haven't done a full test on totally emptying a can, but I reckon you would probably get a good, well, it says 100mm by volume. There's obviously propellant in there. For the cost of that, you're going to get a lot more paint than you are going to get by buying the individual, oh, what's that stuff everybody's using now, zero paints. Now zero paints, cracking paints, and I will try them out, but for pure economy, rattle tin, degas it into the tub, you're going to get more paint for your money. And that, my friends, is how you degas the paint. Painting is just pour that into your cup and away you go. Cellulose thinners you need for cleaning it up. So you can use cellulose thinners, Mr. Colour thinner, you know, anything like that, cellulose based, lacquer based cleaners. And when you're finished, you know, straw off, let your white tack dry out before you rub it all back up again. Is it worth cleaning a straw? Probably not. But I'll keep this one just in case I need to do more white. But I mean, you get a pack of straws for nothing. And the main idea behind the straw, as I say, that just lets all the gas escape, and then the paint just runs down and drips down. And hopefully that's been demonstrated in the video. So this is Terry from Smooth's Workshop on how to degas Tamiya cellulose based paints. And I hope you found it useful. See you later. Bye.